If you're viewing this, you probably already know who it is. Yo, Tech Matt. It's Matt's Your Own Auto. 54-inch Master Series upgraded tour. Upgraded for now. My money drawer. Well, for this box. Call it the home box. Yes, it's my home shop, but that would be the money drawer there that I would use regularly. Featuring alien space savers. Everywhere. Everywhere in that box. Alien space savers everywhere. Through the bee's knees. But onward to other things. 54-inch Master Series updated tour. Updated for now, where I'm putting my stuff, where it's handy, what it looks like. Standard. Here we got 12-point half-inch and 6-point shallows. Camera don't want to focus very good today. Let me see if my autofocus is on once. Yeah, I think that's better. This is just a brand new funny story. I had gotten an old Snapon post tray exactly like this years ago for my pap. Before I even wrenched. Before I even knew what wrenching was. It was years ago. I was like 10 years old. That was your part number. It was missing some post. I think it was missing 1 inch, and it was like a 5/8. I think one between and one down here at the end. A few of them. When I was going to buy more socket organizers, I ended up getting Hanson Globals off Amazon. That's what all of them have been for a long time. I never did buy none off the Snap-on truck. I had one, asked him about them. He said they're a lifetime warranty. I said, oh yeah? Well, I had one Grandpa gave me, and he knows Grandpa. He served Grandpa's car dealership / garage for 25, 30 years now. Well, he's only served Grandpa for a few years. When he was a ride-along driver with the previous Snap-on man, that guy was the one that actually served my pap. But anyhow, Pap gave me the Snap-on post tray, and I warrantied it out, got that one for free. So it's waiting for some chromes, I guess. As you see, we're lacking chrome on the half-inch level up there. Whatever. I can use one of them 9 times out of 10. If I'm needing something this size, it's going on the impact. But if not, very easily can put a breaker bar or a ratchet in any socket, just like you can in impact. Drop down, you have the regular flank drive. Standard. Good sockets, really good sockets. You take another step down. Here again, you see your difference on the collar. There is a flank drive plus. There is a regular flank drive. See the collar difference? You grab a flank drive socket. Your hand will kind of go off the end there. Versus a flank drive plus, there's a lip to grab onto. Know your difference. These are better for newer vehicles where it's a much tighter fitting nut. Some people might want to tell you to flank drive plus or to do what things these should do, but they're not. They're for them hard to get on bolts, whether it's got a little bit of corrosion and you need to wiggle it on just to get to it, or it's a newer vehicle and it's got a precision cut nut. That's what newer vehicles have. Very sharp edged nuts, bolts, whatever. Anywho, onward. You guys can figure the rest of that out for yourself. Here we got my 1/4 inch standard. That's the only problem I don't like about the posted trays versus just putting it on there like that. But they work. I've had them for a while now, as long as I've had the sockets, so you see it. My 1/4 inch is 3/16 to 9/16. Deep and shallow. 3/8 is 1/4 inch to 7/8. I do have 15/16 and 1 inch on order. And I do have a 5/8 deep and shallow in order for the 1/4 inch. A few on order and back order for, well, one for the 12-point set, because I want 1.5, and then 3/8 and 7/16. And then those 3 for shallow are on order as well. That would give me a complete set, 3/8 to 1 1/4. And it would give me 3/8 to 1.5 for the 12-point. Just because I think the biggest on 12-point, yeah, it's 1 1/4. I could really use 1.5 just because machine purposes. But that's that. Up front, I have some Matco wheel nut sockets for bigger trucks. Cummins engine bearing tool. If you haven't seen the channel, if you haven't liked and subscribed, go do it now. You'll see what this was made for in a flash and in a hurry, and it worked great. This has some 1/2 inch standard. I do believe it was 1/4 inch. Yeah. The famous icon, 1/4 inch up to 3/4. They get used, they get abused, and they do take anybody wanting to know about the icon line. Non-impact, but you see, they take a beating, believe me. My Snapon impact blows these things all day long. They work, especially when it comes to machine use. Yeah, perfect. Once again, like I said, I need an 1.5 inch socket. 12-point. Yeah, it gets used and abused pretty good, guys. That's why I'm waiting for a longer one. Just a wee little bit longer. And it's not chrome. Icon adapter, and yeah, that one was an icon adapter as well. You know, and space saver stuff. Other knickknacks up here. My rag for cleaning off sockets once you're done. Random bolts from the last guy's exhaust job. The wife's gloves. No, it's not nuts, bolts, and sockets, but it's my Mac grip set. Really good set to have. Got my Blue Point 1/4 inch and, well, 1/4 inch hex, 1/4 inch adapter, whatever, socket adapter. That guy slides in there and stays in there just because it's really handy. I guess we'll start right here with the, and if you don't already know, US Pro is a United Kingdom based company. Yes, I got these overseas guys. These were to do a review on. T55 to T100. They work great on Subaru. Got triple squares. Everybody and their brother knows what they are. Had to get the longer ones, so I traded in my shorts. 10 all the way to 24, and 25, 26, and 27. I ordered them separately because they get used. They're Snap-on, as well as all of them. That's Mac Tools, Snap-on, US Pro, 10 and 24. That's your Astro low profile sockets. Wicked sweet sockets to have. Really wicked sweet sockets to have. But Snap-on deep and shallows back there. If you're wondering, I will be getting more, but silica pads. Keep the moisture down in your toolboxes. That's what happens when rust starts to form and it eats your black finish off. No, that's not active rust. That's just what happens when it forms and it starts to eat that industrial black finish off. Then they go from black to a lighter gray. Yes, I need to get them, well, I shouldn't, but I do. They're really commonly used for wheel nut sockets instead of using my other wheel nut sockets, which accommodate all vehicles, except I need to add this one in every now and then. Thank Jesus I found this, guy. This is 3/4 and 11/16, and 17 and 19 are the bitches that I use all the time. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm just going to go get me a 17 and a 19, as I use them all the time for lug nuts. Deep and shallow, because they're both like, they're getting there. They've been warped out so much it's not even funny. Every now and then I'll chip that shit off. Yeah, that's just stuff from wiping down the sockets. But especially the 17, it's starting to actually oblong on me. Damn foreign vehicles. Not there is that, man. As you seen a minute ago, the twist sockets, 3/8 to 19 or 8 to 19 millimeter, whatever you want to say. Got some Matco tools, ADV 12-point axle nut sockets. A random 35 millimeter Snap-on axle nut socket, 6-point. And then these guys have done me nothing but wonders. Go check them out. I call it the shop special. Case them in. I use them all the time. This I think was a 9-piece axle nut set. I wish they had 37, but they don't. So I had to order one from Tecton. It is on its way. There. Yeah, you guessed it. Pittsburgh. They're used for things that sockets shouldn't be used for, but that's why I have them. They're cheap. I can use them for it. Once again, the Icon 4 to 19 millimeter. And then my Mac RBRT 19 millimeter. Just some random little nuts and bolts there. That's a top drawer. Didn't want to spend 15 minutes on it, but we did, guys. So if you're still watching, thank you. We appreciate you, and stay tuned because it only gets better from there. Here's my week wrench drawer after I got rid of some trays. You all seen what it looked like before. If not, go back and check out a previous video. But Snap-on, I think it was 3/8 all the way to 3/4. That's a standard set. I got a 15/16 non-ratcheting, just a regular combination. They're all flank drive plus, but yeah, I got this guy to add to the set, as my set stops at 3/4. I just want to get one more, which would be the 1-inch. That would finish that set for me. As 15/16 and 1-inch don't exactly need to be ratcheting. I use them for specific machine purposes, loosening and tightening plows and stuff on tractors. So you don't want it ratcheting. You really don't need it to be. But if I do, I had since then gotten a Blue Point. They're great. They hold up. They're nice and solid. Really solid teeth. The only one thing I don't like about them is I don't know how serviceable they'll be compared to my Snap-on, where you just, unbolt it like a ratchet, pull the plate off, and put new gears in. But it's there. It works. Alien Space Savers once again. Just got to get a few on here or get them crammed on there. We'll see. But for now, 0-degree offset box wrenches, non-ratcheting, miscellaneous, as it says. Excuse me, folks. Trusty torque wrench. This one is the, boy, I thought the part numbers were on the tops. Let's see if we can get that in there. Turn it on an angle, maybe. There we go. A-Tech 3F250 RB. It is, I think, 12.5 or 15 pounds all the way up to 250. Although, funny story, which I had gotten it tested, and it was within 0.1% accuracy. So it was within 1% accuracy, or within or under 0.1 of a pound, whatever my rep said. But funny story was 250 foot-pound torque wrench. Using it on the machines, I was cranking away one day, and it said like 370 some foot-pounds. I kind of bounced on it once good and hard, and it started flashing red and vibrating green and doing all sorts of funky stuff, which was fucking weird. So instantly, Snapon man was coming that day. I was like, hey, make sure you have a torque tester. He brought it, he tested it, and that's what I got. Within 1% accuracy, and I was mind blown. He asked why I was so adamant about getting it tested. I said, because I jumped on it earlier with all my weight. Not jumped on it, I was using my hands, but I kind of just like both hands pushed down really hard and lifted my feet up, and all the bolt that I was tightening did that last little click that it needed to, and it tightened it. But it was like 329 or 79 foot-pounds of torque it went to. Told him it was flashing at me, said over torque, yada, yada, yada. And he said, oh, yeah, that's fine. That happens every now and then. People do it all the time. He said, that torque wrench will probably hold 500 foot-pounds, he told me. What? Yeah, so mind blown at the Tech Angle torque wrench and how I did what I did to it, and it scared the shit out of me. But rep tested it, nothing wrong with it, no problems. What I did with it, he said, yeah, it happens, like it was nothing. So when you're buying a torque wrench, guys, just go for your 1/2 inch. It does everything. Jeeps, trucks, oil filter housings, fuel filter housings are like 30, 35 Newton meters, somewhere in there. This does that. Rate at the lowest setting, but it does it, so it does everything I need. Miscellaneous 1/2 inch extensions, Mac Tools gearless ratchet, miscan ratchets, a broken 1/4 inch, and Snap-on 1/4 inch I don't ever use. Not Snap-on, it's Easy Red, but it's sold by Snap-on with the lifetime warranty. 40-inch adjustable 3/4 inch breaker bar. Well, ratchet. And then just some miscellaneous things for European vehicles back there that don't matter because they don't matter much either. Onward with the tour. Once again, thanks for watching through all the nonsense if you're still here, because this is a drawer full of it. Case them in once again. Torques, inverted and regular torques, which very first set I've had them 4 or 5 years now. There was another US Pro find. They're called super lock sockets. You got 1/4 inch, 6mm all the way to 13. 3/8, you got 6mm all the way to 19. Go check them out. US Pro. I think you can find them at AB Tools online. Random plugs and stuff put in bags because I use them every now and then. Equipment, hydraulic lines and hoses. Brake stuff, boosters, calipers, hoses, whatever it threads into and stops as needed, whatever. But yes, they are They are brake line hoses or bolts. Another plug, and then smaller plugs for vehicles or equipment around here. Not grabbed every day, so it was moved over here as we discussed. That would be my spark plug tools. Part of my, I guess, miscellaneous drawer now. The oil filter sockets, which that one was an 88mm, like 16 fluke or something like that, which I forget what that was for, but it's not used very much or at all anymore. I used it a few times here and there, but that was it. Overflow sockets. These are the Caseman 1/4-inch standard sockets. Waiting on a nice rail for them to be put in. Got a 1/2 inch, but they won't fit, of course. More caliper stuff. It's not used all the time. And brake work stuff. For European and, well, foreign and domestic. That covers that. You got miscellaneous gasket stuff, oil change things, seals, seal maker, whatever you want to say, lube for the air and battery ratchets, or whatever it'll grease, mini greaser, random pocket knife, get a small magnifying glass. Back in the back are things for covering your negative terminals or negative posts on cars. These are from, I do believe they come from axles. I use them for all sorts of random things. Oh, this was something for one of my air tools, I forget. More air stuff. Battery charging prongs, cough drops, test lights, some random wet wipes, dielectric grease, graphite, all sorts of stuff in there. All sorts of Yahoo goodies. Got some air-powered objects here. That's all we own that is air-powered right there, these 4 things. Yeah, Pops does construction, so I've got me a good tape measure. Cheap Ozark Trail headlight from Walmart, but it is brighter than shit, so I keep it in here for whatever. 14-volt attachments for these guys, cleaning purposes. DeWalt 20-volt stuff, my grinder, some wheels, some cutters, the big 8-amp battery. We have, these are Mac tools, I do believe they were. Yep. My bearing race punches, whatever you want to say. Bearing race seal punches. Random roll pins. Good set to have. I do recommend to most techs having the flat top set. There's the flat top and some that have the rounded point. Both are useful. That's why I have some of these miscellaneous picks and punches in here made from various objects. Those are back brass punches and then Snapon chisels. Well, yeah, chisel. They're not files, they're chisels. Very weak drawer, but what I have does everything I need as of now. And if I don't, I can just craft something with my knowledge and special skills, I guess. The whack-a-mole drawer, you see it. There's not much to explain there. Although I do recommend these Icon soft face dead blows. Use them on equipment, use them on all sorts of stuff. Very, very solid made. There is your shot filled end, so really solid. You see it. They get used and abused hard, but you know they still got a nice soft there, a nice flat finish there. They get used and abused. I love them. Like I said, I do recommend them. Don't spend the extra money on these Snap-on guys, even though they're freaking awesome. But yeah, I will be investing more into Icon's line and doing more reviews on them. Claw hammers, etc., etc. Bolt cutters, you see it. It's a self-explanatory drawer, the same as this one. Okay, we have, let me see here, 48-piece rethread set with a brand spanking new M8 by 1.25. Look at that, brand new. Cause I snapped mine, twisted it right off when it bit fast. Really good set to have. I recommend them to anybody. There's your 20-piece master spindle rethread kit. There's your part number, RD20. Yes, I use it often. It comes in use. Really nice set to have. This is rebranded as Matco tools, but not this one. I bought this one off Amazon. I don't know if it'll give you the proper info. It's upside down, but terminal removal kit, car pin extractor, blah, 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 made in China. Oops, sorry about that, guys. I almost dropped my phone and I clicked the off button. But yes, of course, made in China. Works great for all my foreign and domestic needs. And here's the one that's not used very often. Bolt grip puller set. Don't go with that part number because it's just a case number. But you see it. There it is. I don't remember if this one had a part number on the lid, but if it did, you won't be able to see it now. Anywho, if you want a part number for this one, just shout out in the comment section below and I will get you the part number because it takes me about 5 seconds to look it up on my Snapon.com site. A lot of extractor stuff. Here we've got, see if I can do it one-handed. Just had to warranty some out, but there we go. They should be here in a few days on Tuesday. That's Snap-on's quote-unquote in-house extractor set. There's your part numbers. This is your die-hard stud extractor from the AutoZone. I had them boys run me out one day in need. The glorious Warrior drill bits from Harbor Freight. They're great. I get them every couple months. I grab a new set and replace the ones that are used and not used and send them back. Simple as that. There's a life hack to everything. Warrior drill bits. You don't need to know none of that other than they're garbage, but they do work for a one-time use, so you might as well buy them and use them once. Every time you use a handful, like me, I got 6 or 8 used up there and a few in the back used back here. Take them back every couple months and exchange them. Whatever. Sets this. Here's your part number, what it is, what it does, how it does it. That's all on you. But this was a eBay auction win. Brand new, still have the packing grease on them yet. Never used them once. And then Mac Tools 10-piece left-hand drill bit extractors. There's your info on them. And then yeah, they're in the extractor drawer, but whatever, we'll leave them in there. They extract things, spark plugs out of motors. There's your part number. It is a 13-piece set. Really nice set to have. Don't spend Snapon money when this set gives you twice or 3 times as many options for a fraction of the price. But that's my extractor drawer. Or a shit drawer, whatever. That's it for now. 16-piece high-vis screwdriver set. There's what's left of it. Heavy-duty radiator hose picks. What's left of it's over in the other box. These are my old hand-me-downs. Really, I got these from an old man next door when I was growing up. USA made, just solid crescent flathead and Phillips set. Perfect for crossing nuts on starters, etc. Blah, blah, blah. Trusty go-to folding. That's the nice part about it. It's folding. Keep a couple blades up here. Blue point locking nut drivers. Really handy. If you haven't, go down and check them out below on my videos. Mac Tools. Really nice. That's the Mac grip. They're my Torx screwdrivers, I guess you could call them. And then what's left of my hose picks, the heavy duty set. What's left of them would be over here. And Mac Tools, this is the cotter pin puller. And what's left of my high-vis screwdriver set, as you've seen. The rest of the screwdrivers contains the cabinet type, which you've seen them before, I'm sure. If not, there they are. Really great. I use the flatheads all the time, and the 2 smaller, I guess it'd be like 8 or 10 inches, and 14 or 16 inches. I use them all the time. But hop down. This is kind of like the personal drawer. This, I do have a video of it up. Sorry the toolbox is so messy. We was doing a little fishing trip this weekend, me and the wife. There's work that I never finished before. Some element and micro filters for the skid loaders. What's left of my Allen and Torx set, now that I had moved them over here. And my famous Alien Space Savers. Now they're just kind of, well, these ones, it's harder to do with 2 hands. Normally I would set one hand here and pull the one off that I'm grabbing. Right now they're a little stiff, per usual for anything that is new. these are used often, so typically I can just reach down, grab one, and go. 1/4 inch aren't used as often, but one hand is a little easier. These are brand new though, so it's a little harder to just grab one off and pull on it because they're also, well, 6 inches long. And much, much easier to use 2 hands for the 1/4 inch, just to hold the other half of the set down and pull up on the one you want. Alien Space Savers, really handy to have. It is a bummer that 1/4 inch are not the same size as 3/8, which I do not believe are the same size as the 1/2 inch. No, they're not. 1/4 inch, 3/8, 1/2 inch. It'd be nice if they're all the same size, you know, just put these two, space them out a little differently, maybe put 3 on the 1/4 inch, but whatever. Here nor there. I do have a few videos of this up. It is the purple walking flex head, blah, 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 blah. More random stuff up there. Charger for my jump box. Buddy's repair girl. Well, he no longer does repairs. It is now just body work. Random things for doing motor work, tearing motors apart. I got my little stickies to remember what's what. Old box from the oil filter, wrenches, etc. Shop stickers. More of the famous electricians, electrical tape, whatever you want to call it. I got this from a customer they found in their cars. Here, you can have this. I don't know if I'll ever use it. Made in China, battery post cleaner, terminal cleaner, whatever. I got my 2022, it was last year's Advanced Auto Stock book. Just tells me what's in stock. Some stuff for things I have, like my service cart. I don't know why I keep that. I don't need it. My, like, Mighty Vac, pretty much same thing. I just keep it just for these things to glance at every now and then. Remember my operating pressures to make sure I don't blow something up in my face. Spill-free funnel from Snapon. Just tells you what all the things are for, what they do. Not that I use it, but it's there in case I need it, I guess. I don't know. I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it, I guess. There's my 2022 Snap-on stocking catalog, and then 2 BMW E46 or 3 series in general repair books. When I'm doing motor work or in-depth repairs, it is nice to have a couple of them so I can just look at certain pages and not have to be flipping back and forth and losing track of where I'm at. This is the famous break them and warranty them out drawer and set them in here. So that way, once they're warranted out, all you have to do is take the old one and toss it. Personal drawer. Here's just a catch-all drawer. I grabbed quite often, but the Hyper Tough from Walmart is grabbed every single day. I've had this for like 10 years now. It is bait to hell and back. You almost can't even read. Well, yeah. Well, you can see it says made in USA still. But yeah, I've had this thing for a long time. It's been bent and bent back straight. You probably can't see it. I can't set it on here. But yeah, it's got a half a banana bow there at the end. Very noticeable to the eye. Very noticeable to the eye. It bends all the way down. But yeah, that is grabbed all the time, and typically if you grab it once, you're going to need another one, so that's when I'll grab this drawer and open it, and there I got these. Shit gets real. I do have the 36 or 48 inch, whatever that guy is there. They're not bad. They're not, you know, they're not hateful, nothing to die over, but they're nothing to running to everybody about. I've snapped some tips on them, had them warrantied out, no problem. Boot Point by Snapon. I don't know if that's a part number for the set or just this pair, but there you go. There's a number that'll get you somewhere. I guess they both would have numbers on them. Same thing. This one's little ones are 5'6", big ones are 5'7". But these are some typical grabbed hose pliers, hose clamp pliers, whatever you want to say. Grabbed a lot. Spare pliers from the family for Christmas, the wife's. Try and keep them, excuse me. Try and keep them clean, but as you can see, when I use them, they get dirty, and sometimes they stay dirty. These are like brand new. I used them once or twice and decided I'd rather have my Snap-on adjustables. Nipex, I think these are 7-inch. And then I have 10-inch and 4-inch over in the other box. 9 or 11, I forget. These are 11-inch. Needle nose, 11-inch dikes. Mini, let me see, where's the part number? Mini 9-inch needle nose, and then I have mini 9-inch duckbills in the other box. And then the brand fish guards, they do just come right apart there if I need them to for cleaning, but they'll cut very small sheet metal. Really great scissors to have. And some miscellaneous gloves. Believe it or not, they're for welding, even though they got rubber on them. And then the OEM tools, gasket scrapers, which suck, but I needed them. They were there at the parts store, so I had them send them out, and it worked. They are a strikeable end, full tang, so that's not complainable about them until they break. This one's kind of a mess, and it's getting full. As the drawer above it, there's some more auto body now, hose clamp pliers. That's that set. There gives you a kind of general overlook of what the whole set contains. Pieces up and down here, all the way across the top, all over the place. 29 different pieces for taking lines that have quick connect, disconnect things on them off on your cars and trucks. Here's a Harbor Freight valve spring compressor needed for a BMW cylinder head. Harbor Freight tie rod end tool. It is Maddox brand, pretty good brand. They do have quite a few things from them, but these are some good solid ones here. The tire repair kit. I recommend spending that extra couple bucks and getting the $20-some kit or $30-some kit versus the $10 one, because this comes with everything you need. And a lot of those times two. Really, really handy kit to have. Then the cooling system pressure tester, which gets used quite often. Waiting for some other adapters to get here for BMW turbo and whatnot. Really recommend that for leaks and to find if your motor is burning coolant or if it's leaking it very lightly. Really great tool to add to the arsenal. As well as my old Makita corded grinder and my old ancient DeWalt. This one's brushed. Everything else I owned and own from DeWalt is brushless. My Sawzall. Handful of miscellaneous blades. This was just an older, I think, 3-amp battery. Harbor Freight flap disc. I got a bunch of them when they were on sale down there. For that, of course. And hiding down in here is European vehicles like to lock themselves while they're here. That gets you in the window fine. Part of a brake caliper air bleeder that is air powered, and some miscellaneous hoses and stuff for working on cars and trucks that have drains on the oil filter or fuel filter housings. That's what that stuff is for, and they work great. That's my box. That is my updated tour, or updated for now. As you know, every week, every month, we're adding new stuff. Still have to find a locker or something to put things like that in, and all sorts of other miscellaneous things and parts, and like that's all stuff for going and retrieving cars, towing and recovery. Mower blades don't really need to be there, but whatever. All sorts of my miscellaneous parts and spare other little tools for diag, etc., cleaning, those types of things. Would be nice to have a spare box to put the hatchets in, but that's not, needed. Same with my light, kind of just hangs here. And everything else just clustering the side of my boxes, which I'm not a big fan of, but I do it because it's where it's handy. There's a spill-free oil funner from, let me see. Yeah, it was Lyle. Got this off the Snapon truck. There's your info. Works great. I might have called it an oil funnel, but no, it's for coolant. Shit. Anyhow, that's that. Hangs there. Right beside my little service cart. My fishing bag. Love this for oil. Anti-seize, I give that to all my good customers. Same as this. It's just expensive, so we give that to the good customers. Little things the boy likes to play with. Just for hanging stuff. We usually have a few of them on the cart. Thing down there for oil filters, fuel filters, whatever. Some oil filter stickers. I just refilled it this morning, so now they're hard to get out. It was backwards too. But yeah, pull it out and I can go right to town. There you are. The people drive all the way from the other side of Ohio so far. No, that's not that far, but for me, having my own small business, saying, yeah, I have customers drive from Ohio, other states, to come see me just for motor and transmission teardowns or specific work here in my garage. Cheap parts, cheap labor, whatever. I specialize in it. Blessed to have the tools at a really affordable price from the world's best Snap-on man and the world's tiniest garage I provided for myself when I bought the house. It's like the work storage section over here, 15 feet wide, 25 feet long to the garage door here, and the wall here. And then that is 15 feet wide by 25 that way. I think it's almost 50 feet from there down to there. But this is being expanded. We're going to have all that extra room there. Outside, right up tight against the house. Or parked the tractor and stuff. Already did all the hard work there. Stones laid, leveled out. As you can see, we got a nice level line going with our block coming out of the ground here. But Matco Auto is expanding slowly. European specialist, automotive technician, that's me. This is my 54-inch Master Series updated tour. You guys seen it? And until the next one, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, stay tuned for more, and watch for all the cool stuff we do around here, whether it be nonsense, shenanigans, or dumb. You guys like it. If you don't, let us know. If you do, let us know anyhow. Like and subscribe. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, let us know down below. God bless y'all. Peace.